Welcome back to BoxedIn Supply Chain, where we dive deep into the complex supply chain and logistics related activities. In this video, we will explore a crucial topic that affects every business, big or small, that is, supply chain risks. Supply chains today are more complex and vulnerable to disruptions than ever before. From natural disasters to cyber attacks, even minor issues can ripple through the interconnected web of suppliers and partners to cause major delays and losses. In this video, we will explore the most common types of risks supply chain managers face and provide real-world examples of each. Understanding potential supply chain risks is the first step towards building resilience. By identifying exposures, you can develop targeted mitigation strategies to protect your business. We will cover the core risk categories including operational, external, supply, demand, security, and compliance risks. You will learn key tactics to monitor events, assess impacts, and implement continuity plans. Supply chain risks are unavoidable in today's global business environment. But learning to recognize these threats will help you weather the storm. You will gain practical insights to boost the responsiveness and redundancy of your network. With proactive planning, you can limit the fallout from disruptions and safeguard on time delivery. Let's dive in and shed light on each type of supply chain risks. Number 1, operational risks. Operational risks disrupt the flow of goods and services throughout the supply chain. Common examples include production disruptions, inventory problems, and distribution issues. Production disruptions occur when a key supplier has an equipment failure, labor shortage, or other problems that stalls manufacturing. This can ripple through the supply chain, delaying final production and shipments. For example, if a factory that supplies a key component has a major machine breakdown, it could take weeks to repair, causing significant delays. Inventory problems arise when demand forecasting is inaccurate, leading to either excessive stock or shortages. Excess inventory ties up working capital while shortage leads to lost sales. For instance, a spike in demand could outstrip safety stock levels, making it impossible to fulfill orders on time. Distribution problems like port congestions, trucker strikes, or warehouses accidents slow movement of goods. Something as basic as a forklift crashing into a rack of finished goods can grind operations or hold. Distribution issues ultimately lead to delayed or incomplete deliveries. Number 2, external risks. External risks stem from events outside the control of supply chain partners like natural disasters, political instability, economic conditions, and more. Natural disasters like earthquakes, fires, floods, and storms damage critical infrastructure and disable transportation routes, suppliers, plants, and entire regions. For example, the 2001 tsunami in Japan disrupted automobile and electronic supply chains worldwide. Geopolitical issues arise when political conflicts restrict trade or access to resources. Government sanctions, unrest, wars, and nationalization of assets could all impact supply availability. Political issues in one region can have far-reaching impacts on global supply chains. Macroeconomic factors like recessions, inflation, currency fluctuations, and more can influence supply cost as well as consumer demand. An economic downturn typically depresses demand, leaving excess inventory across the supply chain. Number 3, supply risks. Supply risks related to disruptions with inbound supply from direct material to suppliers. Example include supplier bankruptcy, supply shortages, and quality related issues. If a sole source supplier goes bankrupt or abruptly shut down, the supply disruptions can be severe. It takes significant time and cost to qualify and bring new suppliers online. Shortages occur when suppliers can't deliver enough of a critical component to meet production needs. For instance, a sudden spike in demand for electronics could outpace availability of semiconductor chips. Quality issues like contamination, damage, or counterfeits in the supply base leads to production delays, recalls, and rework. Strict quality oversight is required to mitigate those risks. Number 4, the demand risks. Demand risks arise from fluctuations in customer demand for the final product. Examples include demand spikes or plunges, new product introduction, and customer credit problems. Sudden surges or drops in demand make it difficult to plan resource requirements. Excessive volatility strains flexibility and drives inefficiency. New product introductions with faster than expected uptake rates can overtax manufacturing capacity and component supplies for existing products. Customers with shaky finances pose collection risks even after you have incurred the cost of production and distribution. Extensive credit checks are advised. Number 5, security risks. Security risks encompass threats like theft, cyber attacks, and terrorism that endanger assets and information. Cargo theft is an ongoing concern, especially for high value or hazardous materials. Countermeasures like GPS tracking, tamper-proof packaging, and armed escorts help mitigate theft. Cyber attacks can disrupt online ordering platforms, steal data, or shut down operations. Robust cybersecurity defenses are a must. Terrorism and political instability can threaten the physical security of facilities, people, equipment, and shipments. Political risk insurance helps hedge exposure. Number 6, compliance risks. Compliance risk relates to adherence with laws, regulations, and standards. Examples include new laws, trade restrictions, and labor regulations. New environmental safety or other regulations may require changes to product design, manufacturing processes, or sourcing. Compliance takes proactive monitoring. Trade restrictions imposed by custom authorities slow border crossings. Even minor issues like improper paperwork carry fines and shipment delays. Labor laws, union negotiations, and minimum wage changes all impact manufacturing costs. Failing to account for these factors can squeeze profit margins. Staying abreast of regulatory and legal changes across all geographies is key to compliance. Violations can mean expensive fines and damage to the brand. In conclusion, supply chains in today's global business environment face a multitude of complex and interconnected risks. From operational disruptions to external factors, supply, demand, security, and compliance issues, the potential challenges are extensive. Here at BoxedIn Supply Chain, our commitment is to continually push the boundaries one box at a time. We trust that this video has broadened your perspective. If you are eager to delve deeper into managing these risks, please stay connected with us. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay informed about upcoming topics and updates. Together, let's continue breaking boundaries box by box. Until our next adventure, keep thinking outside the box.